Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health. That's a pala for.
Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
This is my favorite story of all time. Alright, moving on. You put zombie and you put theory in the title, and I don't want to do it.
Theory zombie Kevin.
Diggnation.com. Welcome to Diggnation episode number 9. I'm Kevin Rose.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. Diggnation, of course, covers all the weekly top stories of the news and social bookmarking website, dig.com, D-I-G-G.com.
Yes.
I should change that up.
Anyone can be featured on Diggnation.
Yeah, dude. Although this week, I have to say, is sans Albert Pacino.
He was 2 weeks in a row, and then now
Like 7. It was
he's
like
nowhere.
all
Where
7.
is he? No, he's posting a lot though.
Well, yeah, because
I've still seen all of his stories on the
put him
homepage.
and I put him as my friend, and now it's like all the stories are like that got that little like friend slash on him.
Yeah, he digs a lot. He's always submitting and digging and.
Good times.
We're in SF again.
Yes, Kevin.
Yes,
we are in San Francisco again.
We were supposed to be in LA.
Yes, we were.
And
I live in LA.
We had some meetings to attend though. You had to come back up here. We had a little business to take care of.
It was good. I called you yesterday and I was like, "So when are you guys coming down?" And he was like, "Funny story. Get on a plane."
Yeah, but
good. It was all good.
Here. We get to go to that sushi place again.
Are we gonna do that? I thought we were gonna go to that.
Jay, are we going to sushi? You don't think so?
I don't know. We're gonna do
We'll
something.
try something else.
We're gonna do something fun.
Yes.
Beers.
Yes.
Now, thankfully, Laurent, our friend from Montreal, we found the beers.
Yes, we did.
Bon chance.
What is yours?
What that means. It's French. Mine is. They're both. I think they're both from Montreal. Mm-hmm. We should read. They got. Yes, mine has a little leaf.
Yeah, so is mine.
And mine is. It's La Fin du Monde.
Oh my gosh!
I believe that's what I mean. But these are triple fermented, and they're real
crazy.
crazy.
And they're corked. They're both corked, and they require the screw off top. And they're really
Dude,
hard
I bet you $20. I'll pop my cork before you.
Hold on.
Wait, that's horrible.
Hold on, I'm about 3/4 of the way out.
Oh, dude, wait, no.
It's about.
Don't slow down. No, that's horrible.
There we go. Alex has popped his cork.
I just popped my cork.
Prematurely.
All the ladies love it.
Hold on.
No chafing. This is horrible.
I've got about 3/4 of my.
Dude.
Mine is not coming.
Dude, you're like you got the porn bottle.
Hold on.
So these were great. We're excited. They're 9% alcohol. So I can't believe we're actually. Thankfully, we're not. Jeez, Kevin. Dude, it was like
that was the weakest pop ever.
Dude, see, I popped strong. Might have gone quick, but it was strong all the way.
That was the weakest
Tap
one
that.
ever.
So what's your beer called?
Mine is called. Hold on, I'm pouring, so I can't quite read the label. Maudite. Maudite beer, and it looks wicked. There's like this devil on the outside. And he's got like he's wings, and there's a flying.
he's wings.
No, he's got these huge wings. We'll show a close up on the video. But there's also a flying canoe in the air.
Oh, because those are the French trappers.
You don't know what you're talking
They're
about.
from Montreal, you know, like we are here to trap the French, and we grab the thingy bee.
How's yours?
I haven't even tried it yet. It's got a lot of bubbles. It's gonna be good. I'm excited. This is a cracked glass, Ron.
Mine's really good. Oh, it's got a bad aftertaste. I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
I love that he's like, mine's really good. Oh.
No, at first it was.
Mine's good. It's a bit.
And then it tasted like ass, but it's okay. It's okay.
So it's a good beer with a lingering aftertaste of ass.
You know what the thing is? Look at your percentage. Do you see your percentage?
I know. I said it's 9% alcohol by volume.
8. Mine's 8. These are some strong beers.
And what we did, just to make sure that this was going to be happening, we weighted the stories that didn't make any sense towards the end because we were going to slaughter them anyway. And that's totally not true. I lie a lot.
We got a good mix.
Yeah, we do have a good mix. Well, let's start. Shall we talk? I got to try it now.
This. Like, seriously. I think.
Well, and
who is it that gave us the beers?
Laurent. Or Lowe.
Lowe. I think he did this on purpose because these are ass beers, man. How does that taste? Yeah,
wait.
See?
Wait. That's not bad.
No.
Dude, that's not bad. You're on crack.
All hardcore.
No, I'm not all hardcore. It's good beer.
Okay.
I would drink that beer. Maudite?
No, that's good.
Well, let's switch.
Okay.
Let's switch.
I'm down with that. Let's switch. Here's yours.
Fine. Thank you. My Maudite.
There we go.
All right. Now,
Done.
shall we get into the TV show?
All right, let's do it.
Or the network internet
Podvid
thing?
First story, this one a very, very, very popular story. This most popular story of all time, I think.
3,006 digs.
32 actually.
Oh.
We looked at it different times. But Google Talk has been released. 3,032 people dug the story, submitted by Dude3609. Talk.google.com is up and working. Sweet, is what he says.
Boosh.
Now,
this is a big deal. We've been talking about this possibly happening for the last, 2 episodes of Diggnation, right?
Right. And actually,
the mumblings and trumblings.
It's pretty funny because one of the Dig users, Smash, he posted on there. He was able to log in to these servers, not using their client, but using his own Jabber. I think he was using Trillion with the little Jabber extension installed. And a few hours before they launched the service, so we knew it was coming. There were so many rumors going around, and then it came out, and it sucks.
Well, here's the thing. I woke up. First off, I knew something was up because I had 72 emails.
I know.
And they all were like, so-and-so has invited you to talk. So-and-so you invited. And I literally was like, I guess something just got released by Google. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, dokie. And I hopped in because I was expecting it to be, and maybe this is just my misinterpretation of what was being released slowly. I was under the impression that Google wanted to make the next Trillion client.
Oh, so you thought it was going to support multiple different networks, right?
I didn't, because I would have just told Google, we don't need it. Who gives a crap?
Yeah,
I don't need an IM client that has something to do with my Gmail. That's not something I need.
Yeah, well,
I've got 70 different.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was looking for something more. I was like, okay, Google's coming out with it. Gmail kicks butt.
Gmail kicks butt, and there's a couple Gmail things in here we're going to talk about that makes it even kick butt even more.
I know, and the reason that I love Gmail so much is that it was really taking a different approach on things. There was new features you didn't see anywhere else.
Oh, they were a gig when people were 5 megs.
Right.
I mean, they really blew that.
And all the features and the way the quick C to compose and all these great little plus something to do filter spam. All the added features that they had. And I got the client, I installed it, and I know that there's some labels. There's some there are some little hidden features, but it's just it's weak. There's no emoji icons.
Dude, it doesn't even trigger a noise when you write a new, if I have the window up and I'm looking away, it doesn't pop a noise when you send a text thing. It pops a noise if it's minimized.
Yeah.
So if it's being covered.
I didn't notice that, but that sucks.
I was looking over watching TV, I looked back and I was like, oh my God, Kevin's saying something. You know what I mean?
They locked the windows together. That was kind of cool, but I was like, is that it? I don't know.
That's it.
I don't know. To me, it's I understand it's beta software. It's not final. The voice conversation thing is kind of cool.
Well, but look, they released it as beta. Gmail or Google has their bread and butter is releasing final products as beta to get people excited.
Yeah,
that's what they do. Right? Am I right? Come on.
Well, I mean, they
Gmail
add features that they finally eventually turn it Golden Master type thing.
Has Gmail even? I mean, can you even
Gmail
go
is
to
now,
Gmail?
No, you can. You can sign up now. Gmail, they've announced it. You can sign up now for accounts, but they still call it beta. So I don't know. I don't know what that is.
They want to ride that ooh, I'm advanced, and
yeah.
See, it's this is great beer. What's doing that right now? QuickTime.
QuickTime what? Oh, with the public preview?
And I have to say a couple times, because I was over at my girlfriend's house and I wanted to watch, was it Open Alpha or From the Shadow? There was some other TV thing that internet show that somebody had said, oh, you got to check this out, blah, 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 blah. And I went over to watch it, and
it was an H.264.
It was an H.264. And so then I was like, oh, I'm not up to date with my software. Not remembering, oh, this is a public beta.
Right. Exactly.
So I went to upgrade, and it was you currently have the most recent thing. It's if you're gonna have people start encoding that only your beta player can play,
well, the thing is,
release it.
Yeah, but with that, we're getting off track. But with that, it is final on the Mac. It's the PC side of things that we're still have to catch up on. But
whatever.
Anyway, Google Talk. Play with it. There's a lot of hype around it. Obviously, it's free. It didn't really crash on me at all, but it does suck.
And it is a Jabber-based thing, so you can actually use Trillion. And they're very clear about how to. I mean, this one thing I will give them is they're very straightforward about how to use another piece of software. Yahoo blocked Trillion back in the day with Trillion 2.
Yes, they were fighting them, going back and forth.
And I had that problem because I logged into Trillion. I had Trillion 2 Pro. And my girlfriend did a Google or a Yahoo.
People have to drink now.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's a drinking game. And I just said my girlfriend, so he's got.
They said you mentioned your girlfriend in every single episode. Is that true, Ron?
Is that true, Ron?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. People are taking shots right now.
I got to break up with her and then.
No, don't.
And then sleep with some models or something, right? I mean, come on, right? Jay's having a heart attack. He's like, stop! Our ratings are going down. I can tell. No, we're just going to be able to put model, bikini stuff on the thing.
No, that's
never going to happen.
Yes.
Let's move on, shall we? Okay. AOL fined for being too hard to cancel. 1,012 people dug the story, submitted by D-Tran. Finally, AOL takes a hit as it is. This doesn't make any sense. Finally, AOL takes a hit as it is fined $1.25 million by the state of New York. Along with the fine, AOL has agreed to reform its customer service. This may be the beginning of the end. So what happened was, it was clear that the AOL was actually training their customer service reps to convince people to stay with AOL.
I've tried. I tried to cancel. I think it was my sister's account about a year ago.
Yeah.
And I called in, and first of all, you have to go through like 10 different menu options to get there. And finally, you get to talk to someone, like any other service provider. And they're like, hey, we're glad you're a customer, so you really want to cancel? And I'm like, yes, I want to cancel. And they're like, how about we give you a couple months free? And then you can cancel later. And that's just their little trick, because then you forget about it. Then all of a sudden you've been on the service for 6 months.
Yeah, and they have hoops.
And then you have to go through the 8 options to get to that person again. And then, it was a pain.
But the thing is that what happened was the state of New York sued AOL because they realized that they were actually training their customer service people and hiring like these really articulate graduate students and paying them very well to basically argue people back.
It's like social engineering to keep you on AOL. I know, but dude, then after I talked to that person, they're like, okay, I got through, and they're like, okay, you want to cancel? Like, let me transfer you to the cancellation department.
Right.
I'm like, no way! Do you have to go all the way through these steps again?
And then they're like, finally, what's wrong? Is there anything we can do to help out?
I know, totally.
What if we give you a new car?
A half-hour massage. I was like, don't need that, but
hey, I'm here.
They try and keep you, but I'm glad finally something is happening, and it's going to be a lot easier. You should be able to do it online. Am I not right? Like, go into your account.
Well, look, here's the bottom line:
why do you have to call someone?
If the company is actively trying to cause people not to be able to cancel their accounts,
right?
They know their service sucks.
Very true.
Right? I mean, they must know that people hate their service if they're already saying, we need to train people on how to convince people to stay with our company.
Yeah.
No. Make a better company, AOL. That's what you do.
Well, the problem is that people are actually...
Well, broadband's kicking their ass.
Well, that and
That's it.
People now understand what the internet is. Before it was like, AOL is the internet kind of, but now they're like, I don't need this crappy
People want to get out of their walled garden, Kevin.
They call it the walled garden. That's actually true.
You remember that?
We talked about that. Yeah, that's right.
They were like, we want people in our walled garden because it's safe and has good benefits.
Yeah.
AOL.
I've been on AOL for a long time. Next story. Top 15 free tech shows. 1,300 people dug this story, submitted by Omninox. The 15 best free downloadable tech shows currently available on the internet. This is cool because this is obviously something that you and I are involved in.
Well, as long as we're on the...
we are on the list.
We made the list, and let's talk about the list.
No, it's cool because before, here when we started doing The Broken a couple years ago, there really wasn't a list. We were the first ones kind of out there doing this stuff. But now there's a whole group of different people that are, the Command In, the Open Alphas, the From the Shadows.
The Hack 5,
there's a great list. So if you're into like online content, tech programming, check out this list. It'll be in our Dig profile, and there's a lot of great shows on there. If you have some free time, download them, watch them, and good content, good like little indie content.
And it's just nice to see that people are out there sort of doing it for themselves. You know what I mean?
Totally.
And it does seem like this stuff is sort of blown up overnight. I mean, it has been in the last sort of 2 years that these things have really come out.
Last 6 months, we've seen a lot of shows come online, and I can only expect that. I just saw another one from Ziff Davis the other day with Patrick Norton that I was...
Digital Life TV or whatever.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah.
But a lot of good shows coming out, which is kind of cool. And they all have this... They don't have that big studio feel to them, It's all like...
Well, I hope we don't have a big studio.
We need something like for the wall or something. We're going to keep doing this here.
We should, Well, this is the other thing is we were talking about... Well, we should talk about all that stuff at the end. We get so off track.
All right.
Oh, that was part of the drinking game, was as soon as Alex and Kevin go off story.
That's right, so they have to drink again.
So they're already drunk.
Nice.
It should be every time Kevin and Alex drink 9% alcohol.
Very true.
All right, so let's move on.
Okay, so that was a good list. Check it out.
Yep, very concise.
You're up.
New Gmail feature, send mail as. This rocks.
I know, finally, because Yahoo Plus had this for the longest time.
Dude,
read the story.
Right,
Go ahead.
Thank you, Kevin.
Sorry.
1,208 people dug the story, submitted by James Burton 1. Great new feature added to Gmail, allows you to send email from any other email address you own. So the way it works is, you say, like, I have a couple different emails or whatever. I want it to come from my standard email.
Like
so
Alex at alexlongberg.com.
No, it's my other email, which is just, I never check it.
Do you not give that one out or no?
I don't know if
Is that your public one?
I kind of give all of them out, and then I'll get like lots of emails, and then they just sort of stop. because somebody forgets. But alex@alexalbrecht.com is one that I use. I use alexalbrecht@gmail.com. That's the one that I mainly use.
Okay.
But so, an example, alex@alexalbrecht.com. A few of my college buddies still have that, so I check it every once in a while, right? But I can't send out. I mean, that's from like my web page from way back in the day, where I just had like my headshot and resume. You know what I mean? But one of the things that's a problem is that Adelphia won't allow you to relay through Adelphia, because I have an Adelphia account.
Right, so you wanted to set it up so you could say that you're coming from this email address.
Exactly.
But you can't really do that.
And the problem is that a lot of companies, like Adelphia is a good example, they won't allow you, no matter if you own, like I own the alex@alexalbrecht.com or info@alexalbrecht.com or whatever. But this allows you to basically verify that you own that account.
Right, so
it's sort of
email.
Okay that you say that you're sending it from this account because you own the actual email address.
Right, yeah, totally. I added my Revision 3 account here because I have an email address at revision3.com. And so I want to be able to correspond with people that were...
So many
No,
emails now?
they don't know. It's a hidden, hard to figure out email address.
Yeah.
So
we'll see how long it
no,
takes.
hold on. So what I want to do, and what we all kind of want to do, is that we want to use Gmail as not only a personal mail service, but as like a way to do business under. And you want to have that email address saying, it's like, let's just say my email address was kevin@revision3.com.
Let's just say that.
No, that's not what it was. It'll bounce if you try it. It is kind of that email address.
I was gonna say, I was like, Kevin, they know when their email doesn't get bounced.
I know. So basically what I did is I sent an email to myself, I verified it, I clicked through, but now there's a little drop down there. So when you're sending it to, it says, who would you like to say you're coming from? I can say, I'm coming from my Revision 3 account.
Or the other ones.
Don't mention the other ones.
I won't.
And then put in the subject, and it looks like it came from that account, even though it's through Gmail.
Which is great, because as much as I love Gmail, if you're working with a company, you don't want it to, like, let's say I'm working for a company's Smart Tech. If people out there get that.
Is there a Smart Tech?
Yeah, long story.
I'm sure there is.
The 40-Year-Old Virgin is probably one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life. Just saw it. He worked at Smart Tech.
Jay didn't like it so much. He thought it was okay.
What?
I thought it was good. Okay. I'm going to go see it.
We got to talk. But anyway, so let's say you had like bill@smarttech.com, right?
Right.
That's a heck of a lot more, official if you're going to be using it for business rather than like bill@gmail.com.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's good that they put this
glad they
feature in.
added it.
Real nice, hot. I'm excited. I'm
Good
belching.
deal. All right, next story. Engadget 1985. 1,085 people dug this story, submitted by Brad BWH. All right. What
Did you not read the names before?
Dude, no, I read it. But how do you can't pronounce that one. We've gone over this. There's freaky usernames out there. Brad BWH. He has something. There's something behind that for him.
Brad Bewitch.
All right. Okay, so what Engadget would look like 20 years ago as a BBS, complete with the ASCII font. Awesome work. This is pretty cool.
I love BBSs.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I was
miss
a
it.
huge BBS. Did you use
Dude, my
BBS
buddy
back in the day?
my buddy Ted owns the fish can, or owned the fish can on the East Coast.
Really?
Actually, he just had a kid, Leo.
Nice.
Yeah, happy birthday, Leo. Nice. Although it was a while back. But he he ran the tuna can back on the East Coast.
Did you ever run any Baltimores or anything like that?
I never ran them. I used them like crazy because it was sort of the thing to do back in the day.
Oh, it was, dude. I had one running out of my house, actually. My parents got me a phone line, and I ran my own little BBS, had my own little shareware CD-ROM, and then like a private section for friends. You know what I'm talking about?
Like the rack of CD drives, because that was hot.
Oh, I couldn't afford that. That was like a multi-disc
A buddy of
changer.
mine got raided by the FBI.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Pirate?
Yep.
Pirate boards were awesome.
But no, I love them.
It was the big groups back then.
You
like
know what?
PWA.
And
Who's some other big ones? DOD.
Oh yeah,
was,
definitely.
yeah,
But you know what? The other thing about the BBS stuff, because now being a pirate is sort of passe. Like anybody can, you know what I mean? Anybody can go to Google and be like, I want this piece of software. Oh, look, a key, and then you download it and boom.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you needed to know somebody. You know what I mean? Like you needed to have a friend's brother who was in on it, and then they would like bring you in. It was very like mafioso. Back
if you were
then.
on the BBS side of things, not on the internet side of things, but the BBS side was a very elite, tight little niche group. There was these different groups that would trade the files, and you had to there was upload-download ratios. You had to upload,
big time! If you didn't upload stuff, you couldn't get in.
Couldn't get in. So it was cool though. And when the sysop broke into chat, you'd be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm talking to the guy behind the board."
Honestly, it was like you were bowing in
I know.
presence.
It was really cool.
Because anything you say, they'd be like, you know what? you're gone.
Yeah, they can boot you
I
instantly.
know, and you're like, but I know Chris from the thing, damn it!
That was awesome. Then you try and dial back and it'd be like busy, and you'd be like, oh, I'll set it to auto dial. And,
Dude, and then like an hour later you get it?
Yeah, totally. You'd be like sitting by your computer, and then when you heard that doo-doo, you'd be like, yes! And you'd run over to your computer as fast as you
Dude,
could.
I spent so many freaking times, because you would start it, and then you would go play Nintendo.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
You'd be
totally.
like, and then you hear the poo, beep.
You'd stop, pause Nintendo, run to the freaking computer.
Dude, run like greased lightning or a greased deaf guy.
Greased up deaf guy.
Greased up
Touching
deaf
on
guy
your
from-
candy.
Dude, that's
I love that. I love that
funny.
episode.
Good fun. You're ruining my store. Let's
All right,
move on.
next.
Oh, a highly technical story coming up to you. Harry Potter, the Goblet of Fire trailer hits. I'm very excited about this. 911 people dug the story submitted by FloJo. The full trailer has finally hit the net, and boy oh boy, it is amazing. Haunting soundtrack and astonishing visuals seems to be the best Potter film to date. Now, I know you're not a Harry Potter fan. I am. This is awesome. So awesome.
I'll let
It
you
is
keep talking.
ridiculous. Dude, look.
I hate Harry Potter.
Well, that's your problem.
What is it about the? It's like
It's
children's
magical. You know what? You know what it is? They tapped in the same thing that Lucas tapped into when he wrote Star Wars. It's that every kid has the potential of being something better than they are.
So tell me this. A couple things.
Shoot.
I've never read a book.
That's a problem. you should try it. It's really enlightening.
The beer's going to my head.
Kevin says it here. He has never read a book.
I've never read a Harry Potter book,
Good.
and I've never seen the movies.
Well, then how are you dissing
Because
it?
it's stupid. It's got the
Dude.
little kids with the wands.
You're an idiot.
Thank you, Jay.
Our CEO
You just got
called me
fired.
an
You
idiot.
are an idiot.
You, sir,
No,
are an
it's
idiot.
stupid. They're riding on little brooms and stuff. It's like, shut up.
Well, first off, why would you tell somebody to shut up if you're not listening
You're
to
right.
them?
You're right. You're right.
If you don't hear them,
No,
I mean, it's
no.
not like watching the trailer on TV gets you so aggravated. Although
I
it
don't
looks
know,
like
man.
it does.
It looks like okay. Really,
Read the first book.
Hold on.
Just read it.
Okay, I'll check out the first book. I will read it. I promise you that. But
It'll get you. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
it seems like a cult thing now, man. These
Dude, it
people are
is.
freaking freaks
It is,
about
dude.
this
That
stuff.
song will come on, and I'll stop and drop stuff, and I'll be like, "Wait, what? Oh, yeah, all right." You know what I mean? Like you get that weird.
I don't know what you mean, but
no, but it's seriously this. I have to say because I just finished reading 7 or a 6, the book 6.
Mm-hmm.
My God, so good.
Really?
Oh, so good. But 4 was one of my favorites of the books, and this is the 4th movie that's going to be coming out. And it just looks like they did it right. And I don't know who the director is. I think it's a British guy for the first time. Actually, I think it's a British guy because they keep jumping directors and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Because they were going to do it like the Lord of the Rings.
Right.
Because Chris Columbus was going to be directing all of them. And then he directed 1 and 2 and just went, oh, screw this.
Why was he not in it?
He was
Was
living
were
in
there good
London.
movies?
No, he was living in London.
But were they good movies though?
Oh, they were great.
So, okay, let me just throw this out there real quick.
Yeah.
If I don't want to read the book, because I don't want to take the time to read the stupid book, can I watch the movies and when I get the same effect, I'll be like, okay, this
Not
is
the
cool.
same effect, but watch 1. Watch the first one.
All right, fair enough.
And then if you like it, watch the second.
Done.
And then if you like that, there's a third one. And then if you like that, the 4th one comes out in November.
Cool, nice.
But
All right.
watch the trailer. It's not available on the trailer,
QuickTime
trailer. It's like a French thing. I don't know how they ended up getting it, but it's not readily available. But if you go to Dig and what's wrong with you
It's
and these
strong
beers?
beer,
What's
man.
your
This
problem,
beer
dude?
is freaking strong.
It's good beer. Both of them are good.
Do you not feel like lightheaded right now?
Of course, I live there. But if you go to dig.com and search for it, or if you do the users thing, the dig.com
You don't have to
/user
search for it.
/Diggnation,
It's in our user profile.
just watch it. It's
Fair
so
enough.
good.
I'll watch it.
There you go.
All right, next story. Prank calls to Geek Squad. 1,278 people dug this story, submitted by DJ Oek.
Oak.
Here,
That's it. That's the story. Oak.
here's a forum thread with some links to MP3. Some guys have been making prank calls to the Geek Squad.
Oh, that's
worth a few laughs.
so great.
It's awesome. The best part about it is it's some kids just playing around with the Geek Squad.
Yeah.
It's funny, but the best part is their responses to all these things. Like,
The Geek Squad ladies
yes,
response.
they're like, we're gonna have to format your hard drive for like anything.
Dude, that guy was like, I want to delete some stuff and make sure it doesn't come back. He was like, well, you can format your hard drive, but it's going to cost you $78 and $257 for me to come to your house.
I cannot
It's like,
believe
what?
it's a rip like that,
Ow.
man.
Yeah, but honestly, if you don't know what you're talking about, like if you don't know what you're doing, people will pay money. You know what I mean? Like I would rather, if I didn't know anything and my thing was
know.
blowing up, I'd rather pay
know.
$78 to call somebody.
But
than,
something about that just feels wrong because the reason it feels
Buy.
wrong.
Come on.
No, hold
I mean,
on.
unless they want to sponsor us, then they're great.
Exactly. We love Best Buy.
love Best
the
Buy.
reason it feels wrong though is because these people have very simple, like trivial, like computer problems, right?
Yes.
And they are slammed with something that's like, $50, $75, and oftentimes with the wrong answer. They're like,
That's true.
let's format. It's like formatting is not always, it's not even near the solution.
One thing I will give the Geek Squad is it's not India.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like it's starting to get a little.
Yeah, if you
comical.
call Dell and people like that, you're boom, straight
Dude,
to
I
India.
I broke my Philips when I had a Philips TV. There's something wrong with it, and I called India for fun. I was like, "Could you fix my Philips TV?" No, nobody. They were like, They asked you like 5 questions. They're like, "Is it on?"
Did they eventually get you like a repair guy or something? No?
I just brought the TV back to Costco.
That's
thing that's great about Costco.
That's the cool thing about Costco.
Dude, I bought a freaking $2,400 TV at Costco, and I was nervous. I've never bought electronics at Costco, and I was like, "No, really? I can return this for a full refund without a questions asked?"
For how long though?
6 months.
That's nice. That's nice because
And it broke, and I just brought it back. Actually, Adam from the intern, your ex-roommate.
intern. He's full time.
Well, he's full-time now, but he was an intern back then.
Yeah.
Right.
Was he intern?
I don't know. What is he?
No, I think he started out full time. Yeah.
All right, well, anyway, Adam
Yes.
from TSS back in the
Adam
day.
Wright,
Adam
yes.
Wright back in the Dizzy. The guy who answered the phones with the beanie. He had a truck. So I like threw this thing, and I just threw it. I was like, whatever, I'm returning it. And threw this big fucking...
I remember. Then you got a Grand Vega.
I got a Grand Vega.
You like it? You happy?
Oh, yeah, so happy, dude.
That's cool. Ron swears by my roommate Ron. He swears by Costco. He's like, you can return beds up to like 2 years.
Okay,
or something.
all right, okay. Quick story.
Years, yeah.
Quick story. I know this is Diggnation and not Alex's story. Quick story.
Yes.
I'm on a plane. I had just
People are
bought-
drinking right now.
I know, they're like, I'm on a plane. We're off track.
Yes.
Take a sip.
Take a sip. Take a sip. And relax. This is
I
so-
sat down next to this guy on this plane, and we're like, whatever. I'm sitting on a plane reading a book, whatever. Reading Harry Potter. No, it wasn't. But anyway. And I had just bought the 250 megabyte thumb drive from SanDisk, right? But it was back in the day when it used to be
SanDisk.
or SanDisk, yeah.
SanDisk
is that what I said?
no, that's a utility,
SanDisk.
yeah.
But it was back in the day when these were like $79.
Right.
Like $79.99. This was like the hot. I mean, it was like this was the hot thing.
Yeah, half gig.
I got it at Costco. It was $49.99. I mean, this was like half the price. I mean, it was nuts. And so I bought like 4, gave them to my family, like just back stuff up. Just whatever. It doesn't matter. Just back stuff up. I was sitting on the plane, and somehow I pulled out the thing. I don't know how we got talking, but I was like, I love Costco. Said it to the guy. And the guy goes, I work for Costco. And I was like, what? You work for Costco? How interesting. What do you do? And he was like, I'm part of the corporate, I'm part of the corporate, marketing. He was like one of the heads up
Oh, really?
at Costco.
Did you tell him how you love the return policy?
I said, I go, let me ask you this. I go, how in God's name do you get those prices so low? What is it? I mean, seriously, I was like, here's the guy who can tell me. The hell is your problem, dude? And he said, which will resonate me till the day I die when it comes to Costco, he said, we do not make a dime on any product we sell. He said, Costco's business model is to make money on $75 a year from you.
Oh, okay. It's all about the subscriptions.
So what they do is they will go, he'll say, a lot of times they'll go, let's say the SanDisk thing. They'll go to SanDisk and they'll say, not only do you not need to package them, and you don't need to ship them,
but we're going to place an order for
200,000
units.
for 200,000 units. And then what they'll do is a lot of times companies will say if you want 200,000 units, oh, that's too bad, because at 1 million units, we'll give you $10 back on every unit, right? So what Costco will do is they will buy the 1 million units, but rather than take the money as profit to the company, they'll turn it over and lower the price.
That's awesome.
I love
So you're a
Costco.
member?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not. I go with Ron. Ron's my roommate.
That's fine.
He has a card.
Whatever.
Yeah,
You live in San Francisco. He could just pretend to be your husband or something.
Nice try. I do not have a husband. I'm a straight male. All right. Next story.
Next story. The water display. 938 people dug the story submitted by OZ Meteor. I usually can do them.
Osmotier. Osmotier.
When did you become the guy that does
I
that?
don't know.
It literally
got this
switched
one
halfway
down,
through this.
though.
It was all during the Costco story. This display uses 128 jets of water to display a still image.
All right, so hold on here.
Yes.
We always have a story where we say, you have to check this out.
You have to check this out.
This is the one.
Look at this.
It's awesome.
So it's like a bar of water, or like a bar of
Like a waterfall
jets,
almost, right?
And it's a waterfall, and it has 128 jets, and they increase the size of the drop of water to basically, it's almost, I mean, basically it's just a gradation of grayscale.
Right, but what it looks like, if you're looking at it from a distance, it's like a huge like projector screen almost. Like it's amazing. It really is amazing.
Yeah,
How
and
much is how much it's going to cost?
Nah, they just said, I think it said something like, wouldn't this be great on the back of your wall? Or no, couldn't this be amazing if this thing be in your foyer? How great would that be if we had a waterfall that said Diggnation right behind us?
Well, or playing video or whatever. It looks really cool.
Well, it's all still images now.
Oh, so they can't do video yet?
Oh, you know it's coming.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's cool.
Come on.
Yeah. sorry. No, it's cool. It's definitely cool. So we'll throw that in the video version of Diggnation as well.
Cool.
Nice. All right, next story. Robot attacks Japan's prime minister. 670 people dug this story, submitted by Couch Potato.
This is awesome.
Japan's first mall patrolling security robot, the T-63, took an instant dislike to Japan's prime minister yesterday. Everybody in the room is laughing.
Wait, keep going. I love the part of what
A
it did to
simple
him.
meet and greet exercise was obviously too much. This is awesome.
No, keep going. Tell him what he did to him.
Oh, so basically, like, there's this mall, right? And they have this little bot that, like, you know, he looks around and he patrols.
You are up to no
and
good.
they're supposed to have like a little ceremony. You know, the prime minister meets the bot. The bot sprays him with like
It
smoke
screened him. It was like it went to shake his hand, and all of a sudden he was like, "Enemy!" And it's like smoke screen. The prime dude, and you know what the best part is? Is that some guy, like the programmer guy in the back room, killed himself.
Shut up.
No, I'm just kidding.
I thought it was like a part of the story I didn't read. I'm like, oh, that would suck.
Dude, the look on your face. You have to download the video just to see Kevin's face where he's
Well,
like, no, he did
I
not.
thought he like pulled out a samurai sword and like just like
That's what
did it in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was where the joke went, but you took me seriously, so.
Oh, sorry about that.
I just love the fact, and if you look on
This
the
reminds
story,
me like Robotech or something.
dude,
like
there's
that.
a picture of the guy who's like, "Hi, Prime Minister
He's just
Hukazuki,"
spraying him.
and it's like smoke screen, and the robot's sort of like, ah. Dude, how great is that?
It was awesome.
Only in Japan, you know what I mean?
I know. I think that's
American
great.
robot security guards just be like sitting on their ass.
Well, you don't see any. You don't see any.
You don't see
When's the last time you
security
got to a
guards.
mall and seen like a robot security guard? This is like a new thing. It's bound to happen.
Never.
Never. Correct.
I don't think I've seen more than 2 robots in the United States.
Did you see
and they
the-
all came flying over from Japan.
There's another one too.
Do you remember that one that came to the
that came to-
TSS?
Yes. That was
Dude,
cool.
That was awesome.
What was his name? Like
Hoboken?
No, it was like Tribo.
Tribo.
No.
No, not the Ibo,
It wasn't
not Ibo.
It was like he could balance. He could walk.
Oh, Gizmobo. Wait, no, it's right there.
That's a website, Gizmodo. What are you talking
No,
about?
I
I can't remember his name, but we'll link that.
Great
in our
robot.
profile.
That is
That's it.
awesome. How are we doing on time? Are we done?
Are we done?
If you want to be.
Well, I don't know. Do you want to be?
Yeah.
What? Oh, Jay, turn off
has
your
his
phone.
cell phone on.
His phone number is 315. No, I'm just
sure.
kidding. I don't even know.
So, we got to talk about what happened with our.
Well, we got
videos last
lots
week.
of stuff to sort of wrap
Lots of
up.
stuff to wrap up with. Last week, we got our videos online, and
Which we do every week.
which you do every week, which is cool.
somehow seemed a little bit more exciting this
Yes.
week.
Well, what happened is everyone was hitting the feed at once, the iTunes feed, because the majority of people that download Diggnation video do it through that subscribe little button on the iTunes
Well,
feed.
because it's so easy.
Yes, and we hit, what was it, Ron? What was it,
900 megabits a
900
second.
megabits a second.
Now, if you know anything about bandwidth, that's a lot.
Right, and well, the thing is that no single server could handle this. Like,
no.
it's basically we use this service called CacheFly that it spreads it out across multiple servers so that it kind of eases the load, and it does it through a single like URL.
Dude, but I'm gonna say, I love the fact that we have to use a company that like Microsoft uses to make sure they don't get denial of service attacks.
No, that's not the same company. This is a different company. Trillion uses these guys.
Oh, you said that was the one.
No, I said Trillion. That was Prolexic that was doing the other hosting for us. And was it Microsoft? I don't think Microsoft. No, Microsoft doesn't. You just came up with Microsoft at the top of your head. You just pulled the company name out. No, it was Trillion. Trillion
Microsoft
uses...
is a really good company.
Yes,
No, I'm just kidding.
if they sponsor us.
Xbox 360, please.
So Trillion uses them, but
No,
the
but
thing
it's
is,
a company it's not usually for two guys in a freaking living room with a camera.
And
I'm
the
just
problem,
saying.
the big problem though, is like seriously, we get charged per megabit that we download. So all we're asking is like, if you enjoy this, if you really like it,
We have a donation button.
yes, on the website.
And
So
even though we might drive fancy cars, all on credit.
I have I have a VW Golf 2-door. Yes.
Yeah. My Acura
So-
TSX was
I think
stolen.
You know what we're at? No, you lie.
I stole it from
Did you know
some
where we're
man.
at? Ron was showing me the graphs. We're at 36 or 38? 36? 3,600 a month? Something like that. $3,600 a month in bandwidth.
Dude.
Well, the thing is, we got all these people that are saying, hey, I'll donate my server, I'll do this and that, but it's not about the individual server because we have to give a single
Right.
URL to iTunes.
Well, that's one of the problems with iTunes. They
Right.
don't have BitTorrent built in.
Exactly. So if I mean, you can help out a couple ways. You don't have to donate. You can go to the
Just use
website, use
BitTorrent.
BitTorrent,
Yeah.
and just get it that way. But if you do
And
enjoy it
seed
via
it.
iTunes, and seed it, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You can donate at our website as well.
That's Diggnation.com, D-I-G-G nation.com.
There you go. Now, iTunes, you can subscribe to us, both audio and video feeds. Also,
Yes.
Odeo.
Odeo.
Odeo.com, Odeo.com.
We're number 3, right?
We're number 3,
We're
but
walking
we're
up there?
so close to number 1.
Yes.
Just subscribe to us there, and we'll be the first and foremost podcast.
We will be the first and foremost podcast
Yes.
on Odeo.com. If only a few hundred of you out there click.
That's right. Now, our feeds. Dig.com for all the latest news.
Well,
every day.
Diggnation shirts.
Oh, yeah, Diggnation t-shirts as well.
They're out. They're
on our
good.
website. And forums.
We're working on other
Give
things.
us feedback on our forums.
Dude, I'm all over the forums.
I know you are.
I'm like Mr. Forums. So is
know.
Keith. I saw him.
Is Keith on there too?
I don't know. He gave me that look like, hey, ass, I'm on there too. But I think he might have just been looking over. He has that kind of look constantly.
Nice.
Like, what? I'm sorry, Keith. What did I just do? I'm just kidding.
All right.
But yes, I'm all over the forums. So hit the forums. That's revision3.com/Diggnation.
Perfect.
Because that's where we are.
Nice. And obviously, everything that we talked about today, you can find linked in our profile. It's dig.com, digg.com/users/Diggnation.
Also,
Go
you
there.
can check out our individual profiles,
Right.
which is mine is dig.com/users/Alex Albrecht.
And I'm /Kevin Rose, and you can see what we're digging throughout the week. We dig a lot of stuff that we don't just talk about on the podcast, just
True.
things that we find of interest. Add us as friends, all that good stuff. We talk about that each week.
Yeah, it'll be fun. And hopefully, we will be coming from Los Angeles
Yes.
next week and for the next 10 weeks. Because that's what I'm gonna shoot for that. But we're working on the whole bar thing. We've gotten a great response
We need a
on
location
the forums.
to shoot.
Yeah, but we had a great response on the forums about people. Why do you close up your laptop?
I'm
You're always like,
done.
I am done with this podcast.
No, I closed my laptop. That's what you
But
do.
we got a great response on the forums about people who in the LA area or around the LA area that would want to come and watch us tape Diggnation. I think,
Nice.
what the heck, let's do it.
Let's do it. And then when we're up here, we'll do the same thing. I'll find a place up here.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to find a place. So check the forums. I might post and be like, woo, or it's my couch.
Nice.
So either way.
People can come over to your house.
People can, yeah, no.
No. All right, that's it.
That's it for this edition of Diggnation. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week.
Later.
Bye.